A lot of effort, yes? You get up in the morning and look in the mirror and say, oh, I look good, huh? Issue. You get my point? That one got problem. See, then you start preening yourself. You get my point? It leads on to a pitfall at some point. You stop recognizing reality, and therein lies the problem. Pride disguises reality. Pride is an illusion. So it needs to be based on something. Keep basing it on facts. It must be on work done. And then say, now I need to be better. So identify the work done. Identify on your teammates, on others, no problem. But on yourself, be careful. Draw the line. Because pride always comes before a fall. The difference is between the being proud in oneself and proud in one's achievements. Achievement means it's okay to be proud of one's work, right? Then when you start gloating on it, that becomes a problem. Are you with me? Yes. It should be, I am proud that the work has been accomplished. Now I need to keep that standard up. Take pride in your work. Pride in your craftsmanship. Are you with me? A good doctor is proud he's a good doctor. But when he says, I am a great doctor, that someone else should say. Are you getting my point? Yes. Same thing. Networkers have the tendency also to do the same. I am greatest is, tattooed on your forehead. Unfortunately. It comes with the territory, because we are up on stage a lot, right? We get a lot of accolades, right? Too many times you hear a clap and you actually start believing in it. So you always must come back down to earth. Do you get my point? Yes. Okay. Always find one neutral point of judgment to keep with you. Some neutral point of judgment. That's how you keep your balance in pride. Are you with me? For me, when I go home, my neutral point of judgment is always sitting in the house. She keeps it very sane. Are you with me? Yes. So whatever anyone says, that's my balancing factor. So you must always have one. You must have one very solid neutral point of reference you can go to, be it a friend, right, a partner, but someone you can rely on who's going to tell you to your face, no, actually, you're not that great. You could do better. Are you with me? Yes. And that you need to hear all the time. You need to have a coach. All of you need to recognize you need to have a coach. A coach cannot be coming up to you all the time and saying, how wonderful you are. You're so good. You are the greatest. You know what I mean? Nobody can be better than you. I mean, if that's the kind of coach that you have, you might as well, you can't even be in a beauty contest. You get my point? Yes. Coach brings up by saying, you pariah dog. Something to that effect. Are you with me? Yes. He has to kick you, isn't it? Wake you up in the morning, get you into motion, right? Yeah. So that's the duty of a coach. And do you have a coach? And the first thing the coach does is puncture your balloon every morning. Are you with me? Yes. So find a coach. Fundamental problem to the pitfall problem of pride. Fundamental solution to the pitfall problem of pride. Find a coach. All right? Yes. And the third, patience. Now, patience looks easy enough, isn't it? It's supposed to be a strength. Is it not? Is patience not supposed to be a strength? So where's the weakness? Too patient. You're getting smart. Exactly. Too much of anything is bad. The problem with, what's the problem being too patient? I thought too patient is good one. It's like I met one of my, earliest partners in this business, one of the top networkers that I knew. And when I met him, he said to me, you know something? I said, yes. I have been a networker for 17 years. I said, oh, wow. I mean, fantastic, right? I've been networking since the age of 17. So I've been networking for 17 years now, okay. I said, wow. So, where's the yacht? Where's the palace in the sky? Where's the yacht? Where's the Rolls Royce? See, you've been networking for 17 years. You shouldn't be telling anybody unless you're already retired, right? That means you're doing something wrong and you're repeating it every bloody year. Are you with me? So we've got a lot of networkers who say, hey, I'm networking 7 years now. 10 years already now. Very proud of themselves. The thing is, your success speaks for itself. You don't need to, right? Number one. Number two, it's a concept of being too patient for success. You must be hungry for it. Success will come, one day, but I've been steady every week on, I'm there, I am there for every week on, I turn up for every meeting like clockwork, I am there. But has your income grown? Actually, I have to check and see. Have you fired your boss? Not yet. I mean, not you, but this person still waiting. So the still waiting syndrome, have you heard of the still waiting syndrome? Yes. It's like saying, I'm engaged to that girl for 7 years now, intending to get married one day. Planning to buy that house. In the meantime, it's been sold 3 times. You get my point?
Yes.
So, this concept of being overly patient is a pitfall. Patience is very important. Why? For a networker, it is primarily a big hold. We are either too patient or not patient. Most of us are impatient. We tend to be impatient in the things we need to be patient on, and very patient on the things that we need to be impatient on. Are you with me? The things that we need to be patient on, waiting for someone. While waiting for, your so-and-so to arrive, there will be a small line that has been already burnt out in the carpet. Walking up and down, walking up and down, walking up and down. Are you getting my point? Yes. Unfortunately, we are people in a hurry. Networkers tend to be people in a hurry. Are we not?
Yes.
That's fine. But that doesn't mean it has to convert into, hypertensive activity. Do you get my point? I mean, most networkers I find always, Chief, we have to do something about it. If the fingers are moving as he's talking, I said, are you tapping out a message to somebody? I mean, can you imagine him doing his presentation? Or listening, he's like, continuously active, looking at his time, waiting for the next, I made another appointment, I got to go to the next appointment right now. The guy who is listening to you saying, you're not here with me. Why will I sign up? You get my point?
Yes.
There are times you just have to learn to be patient. There are times you just also cannot be patient. And the balance is, it cannot be a pitfall. It's the most dangerous pitfall. It's a very slow pitfall. Passion is a pitfall where you fall like that. Are you with me?
Yes.
You hit with a hard thump. It's a real pitfall. Pride is a pitfall you hit with a hard thump. But patience is a pitfall you sink like quicksand, very slowly. You don't even know you're sinking until it's above your eyeballs. Patience is a pitfall that's like, it just sucks you in. Before you know it, you say, I've been doing this 7 years. What am I doing wrong? Why the hell am I not waking up? There has to be a limit to this process. I have to do this better. There are people doing it better all the time. There are people freeing themselves. Right now, if you take a look at the economy, it is never going to be better than today. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
But the fact of the matter is, you see, any economist will tell you that there is simply not enough jobs to go around. And there is no way that anybody can provide that. No economy, no government can provide that. There is also no way that no government can, increase or reduce their level of unemployment right now. Our technology is just getting faster and better. And you just cannot produce enough factories. In fact, the factories need less and less people. They're getting more and more automated. Are you with me? So what do you do with 6 billion people? People are still out there producing babies like there's no tomorrow. It's a fact. So we have 6 billion people on the planet. And the biggest problem we have is almost 3 billion out of the 6 live below the poverty line. There's no way we can provide. Are you with me? The only way is to provide them a skill. So you have to learn right now, today, that what you're doing is far more than just an entrepreneurship. It's a service. And you can build this far better than you're building right now. You need to, each of you, become by yourselves a company that carries so many others. Are you with me? And think like entrepreneurs. And build yourselves. You're not here, as employees. You're here as partners. And you can and you should. Are you with me?
Yes.
Think big. Right? But don't be too patient. The next is to go on to something very powerful called perseverance. It simply means never give up. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Keep on trying. Keep on knocking. See, your brain is far more powerful than you think it is. It's far more versatile than you think it is. It's far more capable. You just need to utilize it more. You just simply need to put it to work. And nothing like, perseverance makes it work. They say that necessity is the mother of invention. Have you ever heard that statement?
Yes.
That means when you have no other choice, you invent your way out of the mess. Are you with me?
Yes.
Perseverance is basically the other alternative. Necessity happens when you are stuck and you have no other way, your back is against the wall, then you dig a way through the wall. Perseverance is you don't wait till your back is against the wall. You try every single door. Keep trying doors till you find it. If you keep on working on perseverance, then you will never be hit by the need for necessity. You will still come across new and inventive ways. You will come across innovation. Perseverance is the cardinal way forward in life. Knock on every door. What is there to be ashamed of? The worst that can happen is you get to somebody says no. Are you with me?
Yes.
And how does that change you? All that it means is the poor guy is all the less poorer for it. Are you with me?
Yes.
And that you set him up for another day. I'm serious. I'm serious. You never write anyone off. You just move him from list A to list B. And I come back to you later. And then move on. Because there's always someone waiting somewhere. Are you with me?
Yes.
But why are you not knocking? The key is knocking. Knocking must happen even when you are at the very top. You never know who you are turning away. You never know who you are just stopping short of. And believe me, they all don't look like great networkers, You must see some of our stars at the back there right now when I first met them. They don't look like this now. You will not imagine how they were when I met them. You cannot recognize a networker. They don't dress up with a star shining there with a little light in neon saying, hey, great networker, arrow pointing down. Most probably they'll be the one to reject you first. Are you with me? Now, perseverance also has a downside. And again, when you're overly perseverant, what happens? The same problem about overly perseverant is you start becoming blind. You become obstinate. You sometimes need to know when you cannot continue. I.e., when you're with somebody you have already tried. Now, someone not going to do it is not going to do it, right? Otherwise, you become a nuisance. Oh, Datu told me to be perseverant. Therefore, I'm going to be here till I sign this guy up. Then I get a call from PJ Balai. No. It has to be a line. You have to balance yourself. It is a pitfall. You have to know. Sometimes you have to stop and move on and change direction because you have to keep moving forward. Sometimes moving forward just requires you to move a little bit to the left and keep moving. You just cannot keep on going. This becomes obstinacy. Obstinacy. Are you with me?
Yes.
And that's the biggest problem with being perseverant as a pitfall. Okay? And the next. Now there's a difference between persistence and perseverance. Perseverance is one activity that you're pushing all the way through. Are you getting my point? Persistence is what you do every day. Do you get my point? Right? That's persevering under pressure, taking that strain and continuing. Persistence is what you do every day. That requires a different kind of tact, attitude, and approach. That's the getting up every morning and driving to work kind of thing, Not slowing down, doing the same thing every single day. And that is what we call broom work. And it's no different. Every networker needs to do it. There are things we have to plan and project every single day. Can we avoid it?
No.
Do you get my point?
Yes.
They need to be done. You have to be organized. There is no such thing as a successful, unorganized networker. There is no such thing. All of us have to learn one thing, and that's an organizational skill. Organizational skills means putting down one, when do you meet your people? How often do you meet them? How often do you get reports from them? What's the regularity? Are you getting my point?
Yes.
How well are they doing? Are you keeping track of everything that they're doing, etc., etc.? And that whole organization, if you need to, you have to get a secretary somewhere down the road. What are you going to hand over to her? Are you getting my point?
Yes.
You have to take yourself a lot more seriously. And it has to start from the very beginning. It starts with